So this is the path that I'm calling the Druid path because of this polychrome jasper, which I feel like looks like a Druid based on the colorings. Polychrome jasper is a balancing stone relating to all of the, or has qualities, connection with all of the chakras. This one is Lemurian aquatine calcite versus an agate, also called blue onyx. And it's more related to the upper chakras and from the heart upward, and connection to the higher realms, to your higher self. And then we have the guardian card. I have some interesting stories about these two, in that I had the Lemurian aquatine first. I really had selected this. I like the colors in it, and I like the connection to Lemuria, which is believed to be a lost world. And I purchased this online, and I'd hoped that this area in here was more clear and would have shown more into the interior. And it does a little, but not as much as I thought it would. But it makes me think of looking inward, or in some ways like a crystal ball, and being able to see something more from something dense, such as a crystal sphere. This guy came to me when a friend of mine took me to a what's it called? What it was is somebody had a collection of crystals and stones, and then, it was the Rice Museum, that's what it was, which then filled a house and then became a museum as after their death. So I was really attracted to the colorings of this, and then later found that it seemed to look like a Druid, and I felt that maybe that's why I was attracted to it. And then one day I decided, and maybe I got this second, but anyway, I decided to journey into this calcite, this Lemurian aquatine. That's a hard word for me to say. Calcite. And then I found the connection to this Druid here, because when I journeyed into this crystal, I found myself in a burning building, and there was in fact a Druid there, and he was demanding that I give him this crystal, which I did not give in to that demand. He says, "You don't know what to do with it." So I thought that was a really strange connection to have with a crystal in a journey. And then I also drew a card, which I don't have here at the moment, but it alluded to the cathedral in Notre Dame. And when I went to look that cathedral up, I found that there was in fact a fire at one time. And I think maybe it's still in repair, or it hasn't been repaired for long. And then furthermore, I made connections to the fact that the cathedral was built on land that was originally pagan. And I think there were some kinds of themes to Lemuria as well, some kind of ceremony or traditions that at least had the naming of Lemuria within it. So it doesn't surprise me that this card of the Guardian comes up, because ever since that time, this Druid man has been very protective of this Lemurian aquatine crystal. After that experience, I did do a journey and did what I felt was required with this Lemurian aquatine crystal. So I didn't give it to the Druid, but I did go and see what might have been needed. So this path here seems to be of guardianship, of guarding something sacred within. Of feeling that things are very important and need to be followed through in a certain way. Here within the card, we have this skeletal remains, and it makes me think he's been there a long time. So long that he has no flesh left. Both of the crystals here allude to ancient times, ancient philosophies, there's a connection with the earth and particular places within the earth. And my mind goes toward making particular journeys that then gather up this traditions that then are guarded. That perhaps they're our own traditions that we guard, that we create, that exist in certain places, certain physical places. It makes me think of a journey that I took to my throat just wants to clog and not speak. Maybe these are sacred things within me that want to be held and not spoken. But I had taken a trip to the UK and Ireland, and I went to sites that I felt were sacred to know more about them for myself. And I'm also remembering that a friend was telling me that she was having some allergy issues and she was leading a group, and like it was almost trying to prevent her from expressing the knowledge that she wanted to provide people. But she decided that she would continue regardless because she felt it was important. So perhaps this alludes to things that are held sacred and important, but at a certain time, they need to be expressed, spoken, put into the world for others to receive and not just guarded. That we have ways of knowing and using our knowing to do what's right, that somebody else doesn't just have the guarded secrets, that we have them also within ourselves, that we can use that knowledge from within ourselves, that we don't always have to guard it, that there are times when it is safe to come out. There are times when things need to come out, when the timing is right, when the circumstances are right. And again, I start to say that I went on a trip to the UK and Ireland to visit sacred places, to seek the wisdom within them, but through me rather than through the voices of others. So I rarely looked at what other people thought of them, and mostly went to experience them myself and to create drawings of the energy that I felt there, which I haven't fully shared, and perhaps it will be time soon to do so. It's not like I've kept it totally to myself, and yet I think I was unsure about what to share and how to share it. And what the significance there might be for others. Because at the time, I was having difficulty finding the significance that there might be, even though I thought when I went that there would be this great thing to come back with. There was something in me that didn't quite see it at the time. So maybe that will be revealed soon. Maybe there will be something in your life that you've held or didn't quite see the significance of, didn't feel the value of in sharing with others. That it may be time now to share. So hopefully sometime within your life, you let some of these secrets out before you become bones guarding what's inside of you. After your death, those secrets, those things that you're guarding, won't be able to be shared with others, and they will lose their significance, possibly. So it seems like the message is to judge when to hold something and when not to. When to give a crystal to a druid, or to consult your inner knowing as to what you should do.